Okay, thanks for tuning in to another Big Kid and You video. So I'm in the toy section of a department store. You'll probably figure out what it is once I'm here. This is not about them. This is just about, usually a lot of the videos are about either the brand, the toy set, the video game, and just either things that I think are cool or things I want to point out. So I've bought and sold. I'm not only a fan of a lot of this stuff, but I'm also a collector and a reseller. But I'm more on the fan than turned into reseller. If you collect a lot, then I have issues. Yoshi, do we need counseling? Oh my goodness. But I do have a good bit of certain things like Hot Wheels, and I like the character cars, okay, and I like monster trucks and all that stuff, you know, Monster Jam. Wait, look, it's Gravedigger. No. It gets worse. It gets worse. Here comes Grim. Time to watch this, kids. It's hard to watch. Grim is attacking Toad. But it's Halloween soon. Oh, I dropped my sword. I can still get you. Grim is gonna get you. That's one thing I want to clarify. Monster Truck, okay, and Monster Jam are not monster trucks. Now, they both are in real life in the series, in the arena, monster trucks, but they're different. This is Spin Master, and a lot of parents don't know, and this is Hot Wheels Mattel, okay, and they both will have cool themes. You have to decide. They're fairly similar, die cast with top with plastic on the bottom. They're similar quality. For some reason, the Hot Wheels, of course, they've been around longer, will go for more than the individual Monster Jam. You see, they're pretty good. $4. I mean, I remember they went up to $5 for a while. Now they're back down. And then the 2-pack is the best deal. And you see this right here. So I want to point out two things today. When I'm buying something, not only as a fan, but a reseller, there's three things here that are going on that will help you decide whether you're a fan or a reseller. Okay, big kid, little kid, doesn't matter. First of all, SpongeBob is popular. So any kind of item that's attached to a theme, it could be a t-shirt, it could be anything. If it's attached to a cool theme, either a TV show or movie or something like that, then it's going to, amusement park, it's going to be popular. And it's going to, maybe even you like it. Second, it's a 2-pack, so you get a twofer. So these normally would be around $5, but you're getting for $7.49 without shipping. Now, if someone ships this to you plus the finder's fee, they're going right now on eBay without shipping for about $14 to $15. Now, you're going to find it where occasionally someone will let it go and they break even, but because of this theme, and there's three right here I might pick up. Maybe later they go out of cycle, but Nickelodeon and Hot Wheels have had a pretty good relationship, so they keep coming back, but just they'll look different on the paint scheme. But I've got other SpongeBob, but certain series and waves might be more collectible in any type of character. So that's the third thing is Hot Wheels is an established brand that's fairly articulated, and they've been around a long time. So that's something I want to point out. I think something like this. So if you're just getting this is El Toro is, I think, a real truck in real life. But let's just pick one that isn't. So a lot of these, they don't have in the Monster Jam series. It doesn't exist. It's just extra characters because those trucks are expensive in real life. And I think the ones like Gravedigger and the Megalodon are popular because they are real trucks in the arena in the real life, if you know what I'm talking about. But this one, let's say it's not. And they used to have one, Tiger Shark. This is kind of copying the Hot Wheels Tiger. You know, it's kind of like more your preference. And so, but those are going to be, I think, less desirable. Of course, you can't forget about Grimm. This was a 2-pack. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. Maybe they do, but this was from a couple years ago. And it had the figure, Monster Jam, and then it had the Monster Jam diecast truck. And this is Grimm. He was really popular. I only have 1 or 2 of these left. This package came open, so I decided to take him out and play with him. No, I'm not crazy. I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying there. And also colors, if they don't get it right and it looks kind of cheap, you see that? It's Monster Jam Marvel. And it's Wolverine, but it's not really done really well compared to like I've seen like Batman and Superman. And those are done, I mean, some of them are done great, you know, the theme. So let's walk down here. And I want to show you something else. And I'm trying to not only be a fan, but also help other fans or collectors. Because I like to show fun videos, but also I want to have tips and tricks here. So for instance, these originally were between $7 and $9 a piece. These were the little kites on the Mario Kart. I have them all, the original series, and it was hard for me to sell because they were $3 or $4 more, and the box was bigger, so it was more to ship. So these right here, as you see, this is example Mario Kart. Now they had Mario Kart, and then they have Super Mario. It's a different one, but they're both Hot Wheels, and they're both from the Nintendo Super Mario World. And then they have also World of Nintendo with the action figures. But we're talking about cars now, guys. A lot of people in comments say, well, they have this and they have that. Yeah, there's been a few. Jack Pacifics makes, if I can find them in a minute, makes the action figures with the accessory. But we're talking about diecast. So you see this, and then what'll happen is one that's more desirable, or they don't come as much in the box, especially a lot of the female characters, not as many, they'll be more desirable, okay? And I found that especially with like Disney, different Disney characters, okay? Anyway, what I was going to tell you, so you look at this, let's just round it, say it's $6 with tax. You see they went up, they used to be $5, okay? Occasionally you'll find them on sale. But if you count these, then this is the price, $54. So unless you want this is not, you would think, and normally how it is, if you buy more, you get more of a discount. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see this, 24 with tax. So you divide, 4 into 24. That's $6 a piece. So that's about in line with that price. But this price, if you add the tax, I already did it at 7%. Unless you just want to collect this set, it's $59 at 7% tax, roughly. So that means you're paying $2 more for the small ones when you could just find them individually. And you might not want one of these. And the kites are basically, if you do it that way, are going to be the $7.50 to $8 a piece, which that's what they were originally. But you're literally paying for every one of them $7 and $9 at this price with tax. So in my opinion, that's one reason they might not sell good. It's not a good deal. Normally when you buy a pack, you're going to get a discounted rate per car or per toy. And when the manufacturer doesn't think that through, then a lot of people are going to snuff their nose at it, especially if the characters in the pack are not what they want. So this right here, as a collector and fan, to me, I would pass on it unless you really like the characters. This should be more like, $40. I mean, these only cost them a little bit of money to make. They're mass produced. Most of them are made in either Thailand or Vietnam. I've been there. I've been to these countries. You know, so anyway, but that's just to point that out. Another one that's gotten popular is this car culture. You see this car culture, and that's been popular on like Whatnot. I keep trying to get into that, but I just hadn't had the time. I've watched some of those auctions. Anyway, if you want to make a comment in the comment sections, I'm just walking through a department store in the toy section, and I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. Another thing, when you look at things, look at articulation, especially if you're a fan and collector, and look at the accessories. I'm just talking about the brand in any department store, or the toy kit, the way they put it together. Anyway, video's getting drawn out, and I just wanted to point that out. Whether you're a fan, big kid, little kid, or you're a reseller, and I'm both. So that's one reason I started this channel, to not only have fun videos, anything that makes you feel like a big kid, but also give tips and beep, 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 boop, 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 boop.